and pranam. One of the very first questions that the Lord Sri Ram asked of Valmiki, it was this: O sage, it is my intent to go wherever you tell me I should go, and to a place where someone like myself who is looking for some quiet, some calm and a serene environment, and not wanting to be disturbed, O Valmiki ji. With this in mind, I pray, please tell me a place where I, both myself, my wife Sita ji, my brother Lakshman, please tell us where we can go and build a little kutia. Oh Valmiki ji, tell us, I await your guidance. This is the Lord. This is Purushottam Bhagavan Sri Ram. He is omniscient. He is all-knowing. But living a life as a human being, you know, we're told that God descends for man to ascend. God takes form, God descends so that he lives a life as a human being, experiencing the trials and tribulations, at least apparently, so that man will understand the concepts of good living to ascend, to go back towards God. And like this, he is saying, O Valmiki, please, I am not familiar with these parts. You are. Please advise, please guide us and tell us where we can go build a kutia. The concept, the quality that the Lord Sri Ram is showing us is as a leader. He was a leader, no doubt. But he's showing that as a leader, we will never always have all the answers. As a leader, as a matter of fact, a great leader, one of his strengths is knowing what his weaknesses are. That's the mark of a good leader. When we walk around, whether as parents or as pundits or as whatever it is we play as a leadership roles that we play in society, if we walk around thinking that we have all the answers, then we are fool. We are living in a fool's paradise. As a matter of fact, that quality would be one of misleading others. A great leader seeks counsel, finds those with the strengths that he or she does not have, and looks for guidance. And as a leader, as a parent, especially as a parent, we should appreciate that we will never have all the answers. You know, some of us, we subscribe literally to the black and white that says, our elders know best. I agree with that. But I also put a clause at the bottom that says, even elders are subject to making mistakes. And once we accept that, once we accept that we are susceptible to making mistakes, we should understand that even good advice, good ideas, suggestions for improvements can come from our husband, from our wife, from our children. Some of the greatest ideologies made simple come from the mouth of a child. Because in their innocence, they make the complex seem so simple. And in this world, the solutions to every problem in this world are not complex. They start from the very simplest of media. And today, in this very beautiful chopai, we are reminded that as a leader, we should seek guidance in experiences, in scenarios that we may not have all the answers. Please join, as Tulsidas tells us again, more than that. He's saying, as a leader, there is one more thing I would like to share with you this morning. There are many, but there is one more I would like to share with you this morning. And he's telling in this chopai, he's saying, if you want to be a great leader, you must surround yourself with people. What type of people? I want you to think of this. What type of people should you surround yourself with if you want to be a great leader? Contemplate as you chant. In the same way, the same type of thinking that you have. That's what you mean, right? Or you mean people like me? Okay, good. What type of people should you keep around you? Bhaiya says, people like yourself, and also he's suggesting people like me. I'm not sure if that is always a good thing. But you tell me, is it always best to keep people around you as a leader who are exactly like you? Maybe some, not all. Because a great leader should have the quality where he allows people who have a difference of opinion from her, so that balance, so that objectivity, so that being able to be told the truth becomes the platform in which you make your decisions. Remember, I once said that anytime two people are exactly the same, there's no need for one. Well, in leadership, the same applies. That whenever you want to make right decisions in your life, Tulsidas, as a matter of fact, it was Kabir Das that made a very powerful statement. He says, when you want to build a kutia, those people who consider themselves your critic, those people who will wait for the minute that you fall short to criticize you and ridicule you, he says, you see those people? Build a kutia in your backyard, not far, in your backyard, and put them there. Why? Because when you know that they're right there, they will be like that voice that reminds you of walking the narrow path. We're told that as a leader, we should encourage people. If you want to be a good leader, encourage people who have a different of opinion from yours. I'm not saying promote disharmony, but I'm saying if in making your decision, someone suggests a different way, a different method, or a different technique, or probably insinuates that you're totally wrong, allow that person, allow that child, allow that friend, allow that co-worker, allow that subordinate, allow your wife, allow your husband, whatever it is, allow that person the freedom to tell you where you are going wrong. It may or may not be that you are going wrong, but at least be open to the idea and the suggestions that that person will be making to you. Tulsidas in this Jopai, he describes many instances in a beautiful doha. He talks about one who did not live up to those principles. And who was that? Who was the leader who did not live up to those principles? He was Ravan. Tulsidas says, and an observation where the ministers, when Ravan was making plans to go into battle, his advisors knew that he could not make it. His advisors knew that he was going to meet his demise through death. But out of fear, they were saying, Ravan, you are the hottest thing since sliced bread. You clean man. That boy Ram's a little boy. He can't do anything. And Tulsidas, when a minister, meaning a leader in government, when a physician, meaning a doctor, or third, when a guru, a spiritual guide, when these three speak pleasing words for fear of hope or anticipating a reward, when they speak pleasing words to you, a minister, a doctor, or a guru, when they tell you sweet words out of fear or out of expectation for reward from that person, he says, that kingdom, meaning the country, that patient or the health of that person, and third, the faith of that aspirant would quickly be destroyed. As a leader, we must encourage people to disagree with us. We must allow people the freedom to share their thoughts, especially when they are not synchronized with ours. This morning, I want to stop here, as there are many other concepts in leadership. There is motivation, there is responsibility in invoking the best in those around us, and there are much more. But today, allow me to stop here at this point, as we're reminded that to be a good leader, we should understand that the benchmarks that we set become the standards for others to follow. We should live a life centered in credibility and integrity, where what we say is aligned with what we do and how we behave. We should live a life understanding that as a leader, we should encourage people to tell us the truth, tell us their opinions, despite the circumstances. We must, as a leader, understand that we do not have all the answers, and in doing so, we must seek advice, ask for counsel in the strengths of those who may have it. And like this, once we understand these concepts, we are better positioned as a human being to bring out the leadership qualities in you and I. In concluding, I leave you with the thoughts of Mohandas Karamchand Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi said it this way. He says, in this world, there are 7 sins. What are they? Wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, commerce without morality, science without humanity, worship without sacrifice, and politics without principle. All of these, wealth, pleasure, knowledge, commerce, science, worship, and politics are founded on the premise of leadership. Where does leadership begin? It begins right here.